I got it here. I'll fix your.
All right, Keenan's got his persuader out.
I'll fix your.
He's in a rare mood tonight. We got Rick here and Keenan Tatro on the seat. Now, what are we doing? Somebody tell me. Rick, give me a narrative.
We're changing the springs, probably lapping the valves.
What?
Could I ask a question? Why are we taking used springs from one head and putting it in
But it's not used springs. He had the springs put on for a cam that was a 600, I think, or 619.
Yeah. But those have been run before.
619.
So
yeah, but they weren't run very long.
These are all twin cams. So this one here is a 124 motor.
Okay.
No, that one's a 99,
no,
98.
This is the 124. I just got done putting titanium crane springs in here.
Okay.
And so this was set up for a 600 lift cam. So now he wants to put a 640 cam in this bike. This is a 103 Scream Eagle turd head over here, I think. Yeah. So this one here has got some automotive style springs, so it might be an old CCI spring or some other brand that's similar to that. Anyway, it's an automotive spring because it's got a flat dampener inside the spring here.
Okay.
That's how you tell automotive springs are flat dampeners.
Okay.
Got no light on.
Okay.
I'll take a picture of your hand.
All right.
There,
well, we took pictures of your hand.
The flat spring in there, if you blow it up, you can see the flat spring. Anyway, that's an automotive spring. Harley springs, they run interference fit on the coil. See, there's no inner dampener, it's just coil against coil. So these are some kind of performance spring, but we're not sure how much performance. This over here is stock springs, which are, this was 103 over here, I guess. Another one.
Yeah, that was a 99, I thought.
Let's see, this is
smaller bore.
This is the crappy port, so it's a 99 to 06 head, or 05.
It's a 2000.
What's special about this?
Nothing, it's stock.
Stock, okay.
This is stock Scream Eagle, I'm guessing, and this is stock regular Harley, and this is a 124.
Custom.
So we're going to put a 619 cam in the 103, a 640 cam in the 124 bike, and we're going to put some kind of like a 570 or 85 cam in the stock bike. So we're going to figure out what we're going to do. So we're either going to buy 2 sets of springs or 1 set of springs. We haven't decided yet. We'll figure that out.
All right, customers paying, so whatever it costs.
And then for springs, I dug up all my crane springs over here. So over here we got the brand new crane springs.
Well, we got springs.
We got keepers.
Keepers, plenty of keepers.
And we got plenty of collars.
Plenty of collars. All right, let's build some cylinder heads,
so we
fellas.
make up our own spring kits because we got piles of crap.
Okay, let's do it.
So we got to figure out what we got. We got to measure stuff, see what we got going on. So here's a set of 175 pound kit from Crane. Now just between 175 and 155 pound is the red ones are the 175 and the silver ones are the 155. Same spring. They just pack it in 50 thou different. So that gives you clearance issues. I also got some 180 pound springs that I don't know if they'll fit or not. I got to figure that out too. From Crane, they take different colors. I haven't tried using those yet, so maybe I'll try using them this time. So first thing I do is get this stuff apart, and you're in my way.
It's a good thing I'm not a union cameraman.
And I'll put this on your head.
And that'll remove that filling I've been needing to get done. All right, now we use pneumatic tools here at Tatro.
You put your hand in all the pneumatic.
Okay. Wow.
That was tight. Okay, this is the rear exhaust. The rear exhaust goes over there. It gets out of there. That's rear exhaust.
Wonder if Willie G. Davidson would do it this way.
He draws valves, he doesn't do anything.
Yeah, hell no. He just collects a big pension.
Now he does.
Well,
you can't pull these up with these stupid springs on. These seals on here. So you can't get those ones up. Alright.
so
Then he asked me if I did any porting. It appears that somebody did some cutting in here. Probably Harley. valve's not bent, see?
Mm-hmm.
Hit MLS gasket on there. Alright, there's one.
So I've heard you refer to Screaming Eagle before. It's not any good.
Now he wants me to do a port job.
Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, let's port that.
How much can I charge for a port job?
Charge a lot. Just pull that out and it's ported.
That's what I was thinking. There. How much can I get for that? It flows a lot better now.
He had two of them in there. That's why it pooped out like that.
I don't know what he did in there.
We'll just keep torquing it down.
No, he's got a thin one and a big one in there.
That means he had some crappy aftermarket pipes on there.
See, he had a thin one and a thick one jammed in there together.
Well, that's not good.
That's what you call custom.
Yeah.
That one appears to be tight. What is that? It's an exhaust. Goes over here. So you lay all your stuff out. You don't need
Is that
stuff.
new fuel that makes it run white hot like that?
It's running hot and lean.
Sure looks like it to me.
It's called fuel injection.
Drop one in the ground.
It's right there if you want it.
In between my feet. I know where it is.
It's right there. I saw it drop.
Yeah, in between my feet.
That's it.
Right between my feet.
Okay. If he hollers at me one more time, you're filming, so don't let him auto.
Dumbass.
No, don't, no, I don't want to film. That's like a torture.
Alright, there's one. Where's the next one? How about this one?
Whichever one I picked, you would have picked the opposite, so I didn't pick one.
What? That one looks better.
Yeah, but not by much.
Not as-
Look at you, still got shit hanging over.
Yeah, but look how much bigger it is.
Well,
It's a high flow motor.
oh,
over here.
okay. I got you.
He paid extra for the port job on this one.
Sure.
Let's flow in the rear intake.
Could I ask a question?
No.
You're checking for bent valves.
I always check for bent valves.
Okay, that was the answer to the question. And do you come across them when the motors are still in any kind of shape?
You
I mean, the combustion chambers aren't all burned up, so.
You never know where this stuff's
Okay,
been.
that's all I was asking. Trying to learn.
Winter, chicken dinner.
Yeah, okay, nice. Now, these were all.
If they tell you the truth at all, they lie. So
Okay.
you just figure it's going to be screwed up and you have to worry about it. Otherwise known as you inspect and verify.
Gotcha.
Who
Okay.
said that?
You did.
Reagan.
Oh, inspect and verify. That's not Trump, huh?
I think he repeated it, but Reagan started that one. Got to do with nuclear weapons though, but same thing. Oh, I chipped the paint off.
Customer's not going to like that. What's this bolt being left in here for?
Motor mount.
Butter bolt.
See, they come in damaged, pre-damaged. See, I only got that much came off. Look how much they knocked off. Now this is Harley's job here. You can bounce this on the floor, it doesn't come off. This is
Yeah, I
what
wouldn't
you
try
pay.
that.
You pay to get that crap done. How much each of those came out? Okay, which head are we on now? Front head.
think I like stock Harley. What's a beautiful valve spring compressor like that cost? That thing's bitching.
A lot. When I first bought it, that was probably about $1,000.
God, I was gonna say.
$900, something like that.
Wow.
That was a lot of
Hey, Scoob.
That was a lot of years ago. Oh, you scared the dog away. I bought this when it first came out.
It's a very nice tool. Boy, you'd sure have to compress a lot of valve springs to pay that son of a bitch off.
I never worry what stuff costs.
I know that. You go for quality. I appreciate that about you.
You try to justify the expense, you never buy anything.
No, I'm with you 100%. I'm with you 100%.
All right. So what are we doing? We don't know yet. The first thing I do is figure out what kind of tension we got on the springs. Which one has more tension?
I wouldn't know.
Why not?
I'm learning. I'm just in an apprentice mode.
Can't guess.
I like the inner springs on that one better.
Well, this is 193 thou wire. This one's only 185.
Well, then the one on your left.
Which one has more coils? Looks like
That
they're
one,
same
that one's
number-
got to be a.
Same number of coils, bigger wire. Yeah, this thing's a lot stiffer than this one.
Well, I'm betting.
And you got this one over here. See, it has more wires in it, more coils. It's got more flux area, so even if it's a big wire, it's thinner, it's lighter. All right, so now we can go figure out which one's which.
Yeah, mine's just a little handle on it, 2 little flat spots.
Well, that's why we're in business here at Tatro Machine, Rick, and not at your place.
Well, mine's a Harley one.
This is a more expensive valve spring compressor here. So how much tension we got?
So the bigger the valve spring, the less chance you're going to float the valves, right?
So 1/800, we got roughly around 150 pounds tension on these ones.
Have you ever floated a valve?
Sure I have.
I've never floated a valve. I'm not performance like that.
Broken valves. Broken collars.
I'm broken collars and valves, but I can't honestly say I floated a valve.
Broken springs. If you broke a spring, you probably floated the valve.
Well, I broke a spring, but I mean, that was why I floated.
Doesn't the stem bend? Don't they normally?
No, it just pushed back in the head. But when you got a broke valve, it floats a valve. But when you take it apart and there's a broke spring, you know why I floated the valve. I never actually floated one from over revving it though.
What if you drop the collar or the keeper?
Well,
Then the valve drops.
I dropped one on a panhead,
Well, that's why I said it.
and the valve came out, and pushed it back through the head right next to the spark plug.
Oh, great.
And
It came out and then went back up?
yeah, the piston pushed it back up. It was running on one cylinder, and I never seen it because it was right behind the spark plug.
Oh, my God.
I just thought, I wonder what the hell's wrong with my pan
Okay,
here.
so this one's around 170. So this one here has more tension on that set, which doesn't surprise me.
Well, we knew that.
We didn't know until you checked it. So that one's about 430 wide open. So you can see it's wide open. It's your coil bind. So it's 430 pounds. See how it goes coil bind, all of a sudden it changes. So these have basically the same open pressure, about 430. This one starts out a little bit lighter than this one. So this has more inch pounds than this one, even though this has bigger wire. You'd think it'd be more inch pounds. It's not. This one has more inch pounds. It grows quicker because it starts out at a lower number. Because that's 150 right there, and that's about 1,800 installed height. A little bit under 1,800, about 1,790, 770, 780. So that's when you get like 150 pounds. Some of these are kind of lying under tension a little bit on the springs. Now this one here, that's about 165, 70 pounds there. And we're at 1,800 installed. So this one's a little bit more seat pressure. But wide open, they're the same. Now we gotta go find out what wide open means. Got a coil binding. This vice here you can't use. See how rough it is?
Because
really
that made in
complained
China.
about that.
Made in China.
Yeah, complaining that I tightened that one up in that other vice.
That's a top of line China vice over there. That's a piece of crap. That's why I don't like it. Now this one over here is a piece of crap American vice over here. It's got a smooth jaw in that. About 1060 coil bind. So it's 1/100 your minimum. So you can run 600 plus lift with that spring pretty easy. Being interrupted again. Think they're gonna leave a message?
Hello, we are not available now. Please
lot
leave
stiffer.
your name and phone number after the beep. We will return
See,
your
this has
call.
only got 1/100. So this has 50 thou less coil bind to it. So you can't lift this one as much, even though it's a little bit stiffer. You can't lift as much. So this one you got to start at 150 tension. Install height. I mean, install 150. You had 150 plus your lift, negative install height.
Man, that looks like a WLC Springer right there.
So you don't know how that happened.
Damn it, that thing's nice. Oh, that's mine.
Okay.
We'll be back in a minute here. That
Those are shut on.
Section install height, it's 1804, 1803. We can run all the way down to 1/100. So we got clearance for 100 alpha 8 is what?
700.
So you did 700 lift with that spring.
What's that tool called again? That little guide?
Stall checker. So I can pack that spring in 50 thou, get more tension on it. Put in there's 1,750 install height and still run at 640 lift on it. Or I can put in just a 1,800 lift like it says and run it with a lower tension and be good that way. Depends on how many RPM you're going to run it. But I'm going to take the seal off and get more clearances, more here. we know what our clearances are with the valve. So now you take your checker. And you measure your clearances in there. So we got 640 cam, we need to have 50 thou or so clearance from the seal to retainer, ideally. So let's call it 60, that'd be 700. So if we have 700 thou clearance from seal to here, we're golden. So we have 750. So I can put 50 thou shim under this thing, bump it up tension wise, still got the clearance I need, we're down the road. So I can run a 640 with a crane spring that says it's only good for 600 lift. But it's not a racing spring, so it's not real high on the valve spring tension. So you can't be turning the thing up to 7,500 plus. Got to keep the RPM realistic to drive it out. But it'll work. Now the other bike has a little bit less coil bind, a little bit heavier spring. So I just won't put the 50 thou shim in that one, and we can run our 620 lift cam in that one probably, but I got to check it obviously. So now this one over here, we got to check our other one here. So let's go ahead and check our seal retainer clearance first. Oop. Still about 750, a little over. So we got plenty of room on that. Check for installed height. So a little bit under 800 on this one. So a little bit tighter on our clearance on this one, so we've got to be a little bit careful. So we lost 10 thou off our number. We had enough, I don't think I really worry about it too awful bad, but I can compensate 10 thou on the shimming if I want, or just run it. So that's how you check that. So that was that one. I should have used the correct collar and keep it for each one, but I didn't. Check this one. So this will be intake again.
Yeah, when I went over to Hawaii, I went
So this
flew
one's
around in a helicopter.
785 on this one.
Never done that.
That was a blast.
So if we're going to figure we'll do a 750 installed height, we can only run 35 thou shim under this one. Something moved, it just went a little bit more. Nope, still 85. Okay, so now we got to start figuring out what we're going to use for shims because we're starting to get different numbers. Usually things are more consistent, but in this case they're not. So we got to figure out what kind of shims we're going to use underneath this thing. So these are 15s. If it'll clear the guide. We have to get this seal out of the way.
These are metal? Yeah.
Yeah. Now this is what 124 had, Scream Eagle probably. So the problem is this takes an oddball seal that we don't have. So once these seals come off, I can't get them back. We're done with them. Yeah, I could probably put that one back on. It went on pretty easy.
Yeah, it came off pretty nice.
But I might have more too. See, there's already shims under there right now.
Mm-hmm.
So that one, we haven't done this one yet, we don't know what it is. Okay, see how it's got the small hole on it? So you want to run a smaller hole on your shim. more shims. Okay, so we've been running calipers. It should be 15, 30, and 60 is what they should be, but 30, 60. Okay. So now you start stacking these things in there and figure what's going to run. So initially it's going to throw a 30 under that other one there. See what it comes up at. Okay, this is a rear exhaust where that seal came from. This one here only got 35 power clearance, so it's limited. Okay, so that's 755, which is close enough for a 750 number we're shooting for. So that's 650 on the coil bind. So we got 50,000 coil bind, 650 there. So that's packing the spring in all the way. We got an extra 10 thou in there to play with. Did you catch all those numbers? Got lost?
No, I'm lost.
Got lost.
But as long as you're not, that's all that matters.
Oh. Well, what I don't know is I don't know what every spring is. So we have to do that to go measure every spring to make sure the numbers are accurate. So we got 60 and 15 on top of it. Let's take. I have to go and measure every one of these springs and make sure they coil bind at 050. So that's if you want to pack them in that far. You don't have to pack them in that far. Probably for safety, we'll probably pull 15 of that out of there. So we'll make it 65 installed height. Okay, now this one over here, we don't know what this one is yet. It's an exhaust. It's a 1-800, and I put a 30 shim in there already. So I put another 30 in there. You just have to pick the install height you want to run, make sure you got the clearances. I got 130 in there. That was the other one I left over there. So 73. So that's a good install height. air. There. We'll do the intake again. Pull out the 15.
Hey man, how are you? Come on in.
Yeah, we're not doing nothing important around here. Seems to be twin cam week.
Yeah?
Because these boys run their bikes hard.
Because they keep screwing them up. Come on. Yeah. Case out in 71 now. I took out a 15 thou shim. So it's a little bit safer instead of packing it all the way into the limit. Gives a little extra clearance. It is only a street bike, so no reason to push it to the absolute limit unless you're going to drive it that way. Head's done. Exhaust. Intake. This one was what, 95? Rick, your butt's in the way.
Sorry.
He's trying to get friendly back there. Be careful.
No, I don't want that.
Putting valves in.
Oh, your buddy wants to go to a 640 cam in his bike. So.
He wants to beat you.
Probably
Ain't
not,
gonna happen, huh?
I got a small motor doing big things.
probably not supposed to tell anybody this. Everybody's secret around here. I'll never tell anybody what I'm doing.
Just watch the video.
Yeah, just watch the video. Alright, that was 180. That may be 165 or 180, so I'll leave it on the higher number. So that was a freebie one. I used to shim out the other one in here.
Those shims are only a nickel a piece, aren't they?
Yeah, sure, whatever. Exhaust valve's lighter on intake anyway, so you're alright. Got another one in there? Jeez. Got a stack of 15 shims in here instead of the big ones. That's 3 15s on that one.
Huh.
Probably get rid of some of those, right?
Well, as long as they add up to the same, that
You know,
is-
this one was 80, this one was 205. So if you take a 30 out, it should be 75. So that should give us the number we need. See, the stupid Ironhead motor, I'd be spending hours trying to get clearances like this. Stupid new bikes are easy to work on. We're a couple thou short, 68. But I can live with that. It's an intake valve's heavier, we can use a little extra tension. So we've only used how many shims?
I'm not keeping track.
You lost track.
You're the guy that's writing the bill up.
Oh yeah? I thought you were paying attention. Was that you, Rick? Do you remember?
No, I wasn't paying attention.
I'm glad everybody's paying attention.
You never said there was going to be a test.
2 of them, right?
Oh, he did one other one already, though. But whatever.
I think there's 3.
There's a 15 230.
Nope. Yep.
They almost look like plastic, don't they?
I used 3 silver ones so far.
Oh, those are 30s.
And there's 3 of them on that one, 15. So if I need a 30 for this other head, the 15s, I'll start grabbing out there and do that. All right, so he's good for 640 lift. So he's good. So now I'm gonna move on to the other guy. Now he has the stock seals. No, those won't come off either. So these are K-line seals here. So we'll have to. These aren't. We're not gonna be able to use these ones. These are one-time application. Probably takes a Sportster iron head seal intake easily. So he has no shims on this motor. Okay, this is what exhaust. Or not, it's an intake. Front. Okay, how much clearance can we run on this one, Alan?
I'm just in amaze. I have no clue. I never seen anybody get this deep into this.
How about you, Rick? Where are we at on this one?
Well, it's got no shim, so we gotta measure it and see where we're at.
What are we going to install it at?
Installed at 180,
Why?
because that's the number we came up with
When?
when you were pressing them on the.
No, that's what I checked the spring tension on. That's not what I came up with. $825.
So you can put a 50,000 shim in there.
Okay, this motor here, coil bound at 1/100. You add 50, that's 1/150. He's going to run a 620 lift cam in it. So what's that up?
50. No, it's 80,000.
75.
75.
775. So that's our minimum number, 775. So if you give it a little bit of protection in there, a little extra cushion, you give an extra 15. Puts us at what?
15 from
775.
175 is 160.
No, we're putting in, not taking out.
Oh, putting in. So it'd be
90.
90.
90.
So we want 790 to 800 install height on this motor using a 620 lift cam. And we got 25 right now.
So 15.
30.
30. You want more.
We're at 90. 25 down to 90 is 35,000.
Right.
So this one here we're going to run at 30. Guess what color that is? Another silver one. Seems to be a more popular color for some reason.
You're going to buy a lot of silver ones.
Yeah.
Since he's doing 3 heads. 3 sets of heads.
Yeah, but I saved him a set of springs. Because we're going to buy a set of S&S 640 cam springs. Now we don't have to because we just use what we had. And this guy's got good heads too. They both are going to have good springs. They both can turn the same RPM. So now, center up.
Yeah, well, he's paying for it in shims.
We're at 94. So that's pretty close to our 90. It's 94. So he's good to go. But we haven't checked our seal clearance. Seal's gone now, right?
You can put it back on just to check your seal clearance.
We'll check the exhaust. much clearance we need on this one?
I don't know.
We needed 700 on the other one. This is 20 thou less lift, so we need.
680.
Right. We don't have it. We don't even have 600 in this thing. We're a little bit under 6.
Need a different keeper.
No, we have to cut guides down. So we have to cut 100 thou off these guides. We don't have the clearances we need.
We had clearance on this side, didn't we?
No. No, I'm just checking now. I gotta take at least 100 thou off these. If you look at these guides, see how short they are?
Yeah.
See, these aren't. These are tall. See how tall that guide is relative to this guide? So we have to cut these things down. This one is cut down to 670. This one is 730.
670, 730.
But we need 100.
Sure, yeah, I need 100.
I'm not sure why we need more, but we do. That's at least, without double checking stuff. We'll get the installed height figured out, and then we'll come back and do the retainer clearance. Double check those numbers. Actually, we don't need that much, because see, we're figuring 640. Well, I went down 20. Yeah. Should be about the same number. See, that's carbon in there. That's not hitting. Or it bottomed out on something, or I got the wrong valve. Maybe that's the problem.
Aha.
That sounds a lot better.
Yeah, I might change the height.
Gotta go in the right hole. Can't put the exhaust in the intake, it don't work.
Okay. You were testing this.
I didn't look, I was just upside down. I can screw up too, you know. As long as I don't put together, I'm alright. Actually, I need to figure out the install lights in this thing. Okay, let's go figure out that intake now. Keep this stuff separate, that's exhaust. Now this should only be a 100 thou buildup over the stem height. I've been getting about 125 lately though. So that's 300, 280 in there at least. And this is 450. So that's 150 roughly built up above the stem height. It used to be when they figured 100, but they've been getting taller over the years. It's about 285. It's 430. So 85 to 30. That's about 150. Yeah. So we need 150 above the valve stem plus clearance. You should have at least 30 minimum. That's absolute minimum is 30. So that means we need 180 over the top. Okay, this one is set up at this number. There's the intake. The lift is how much? 620. Plus we need 150. At the absolute minimum, 180 would be better. So we have about 780. So 620 and 200. 6 and 2 is 8. So we need 800. Just averaging numbers. We're a little bit closer than we were before, but we're still got to take at least a minimum of 30 thou off of that. So, that means I want to cut like 50 off. I think this was about 50 less also. I think I've been up before. This is at 740-ish. So we need to get down to about 680 on these.
So do you have to remove the guides from the heads to do that?
Nope, cut them off. I think these were down. Oh, these are down like 640. These were a lot lower. Yeah. I just have to come down to a lot less than we got.
And you can do that, machine that out of there?
Yeah. So I gotta get down to under 680. 675, 680 is the sweet spot. That's with that one valve. So if we do the other ones, it might be a little different. Because right now we got 30 thou of shim. If we put 50 thou of shim under there, that's going to raise things up. Things change a little bit. If you have no shims, the guide becomes longer. If you got more shims, the guide becomes shorter. So it goes up and down. So we're basing our number off of a 30 thou shim.
So to save the machining of the guide,
I still
they
have to-
shim it. No, in the factory, correct?
No. They cut the guide down already because these guides are in stock and stall height on a twin cam Evo. There's usually they're 860 sticking out.
Oh, okay. I
These
was
are
just curious.
These are
Okay.
already cut down to what, 750 or something? like
Okay.
I said? I forget the number. But anyway, they're already cut down from normal, but we need more clearance. We don't have enough yet. Okay, this is the intake seal. So you got to take into account all of these numbers when you do them. There's still other stuff we got to do we haven't done yet either, but we also checked the valve clearances. Okay, I'm just going to put a 30 in here as a reference. Seems to be the magic number right now. We're over here about 97 and a half, 98, so we're good. So 30 is the number. We'll probably run 30 on all four of these.
I gotta set this down here for a minute. Be right back.